There is a fifth dimension, beyond that which is known to man. It is a dimension as vast as space and as timeless as infinity. It is the middle ground between light and shadow, between science and superstition, and it lies between the pit of man's fears and the summit of his knowledge. This is the dimension of imagination. It is an area which we call the Twilight Zone.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Fulton Street Beats. I got something pretty cool, something I've been meaning to pick up for the studio, and that is a inexpensive pair of wireless transmitters that I can use on my bass guitars, my electric guitars, my amps, and what have you. Maybe even try it into the audio interface. I'm not sure yet. We'll see how well it works. Now, this was a very inexpensive set of transmitters at around $35 on Amazon. I'll leave a link in the description below. As of yet, and hopefully by the end of this video, we'll have checked them out. But here they are. They come in a no-frills package, and these are the JOYO, or yo-yo, however you want to say it, the JW-03s, and they're a 2.4 gigahertz wireless guitar system. So you have a transmitter and a receiver, and as you can see, the box came a little damaged, but I did open it up, and everything is fine inside. We haven't tested these yet, but they're pretty neat, right? So we got a little pamphlet here. I'm taking it on how to set it up, and so we're doing this for the first time, so I'm going to go over this with you. This is exactly what you would get if you order one. So let's do this here. So what we have, let's see our directions here. Should be pretty straightforward. It comes with a cable that charges both units at the same time, and these are supposed to hold a charge for over 8 hours, and that's pretty good. So you get a USB connector that splits off and charges both, and it says when the yellow indicators are on during charging, they go off once they're fully charged, and I believe the indicators are blue when they're in use. And then you can switch your channel banks to avoid interference. It has 4 different channels, so if you're experiencing some interruptions or anything like that, you can switch your channels, and that's pretty straightforward. A simple push of a button. I take it by the directions, and we're going to do some testing to start and see if they fit in, all the guitars a few of the guitars that I have. A lot of them are duplicate guitars, so we'll know that they fit, but we'll try an SG and a Les Paul, a couple basses, a Strat, and maybe a Gem style guitar at least. Maybe even a couple kid guitars. Okay, then we'll check out we'll check it out in some amplifiers too, to see how they fit, and maybe even in a mini amp, a little nano amp, to see how it fits there. So anyhow, directions, they are in English and they are in Chinese. Pretty easy to understand, and it's not broken English, so that's good. So we open this up, and here is our little transmitters right here. JOYO, or yo-yo, JW-03, and yes, that's what it is. So we can pull out our cord here. Let me take off this little twisty tie. And here's our little cord, and it's actually not a short cord, which is great. So they give you plenty of cord, and here are our 2 USB chargers. All right, splits very easy so far. Hopefully it works right. And this one will be the receiver, and they should be identical. I'm taking it, except one's a transmitter, one's a receiver. They're in nice foam, so I don't think you got to worry about any damage. So we have an on-off switch, and I believe that this switch on the side would be to change your channels, yes. And then we have our rotating plug, which rotates a long ways, so it's very adjustable. And then it has a nice little rubber pad right here in case it needs to mount up against the body of the guitar. You're not going to scratch it. We'll see how strategically placed that is. But very cool, right? So let's turn one of these puppies on, and there we are. Oh, see, blue. Now I'll turn the other one on. So apparently they're fully charged already. There are blue. Where have I seen this before? Oh, that's crazy. So Yeah, that's right. I think they may have got a little inspiration. What do you think? Very, very cool. Yeah, that's a little touch that I just noticed. I'm a Batman fan, so I notice things like that. Yeah, that's definitely somebody was thinking about Batman when they designed this for sure. So I'm going to put some pictures up here to show you exactly how they fit in the guitars. And then we're going to do some testing. So stick around and I'll be right back for that. Okay, so this is what we're going to do. We're going to start a little playback track here. And I have everything in this studio turned on, all the lights, everything. I am trying to create as much interference as possible. As you can see, we have the transmitter plugged into this bass. The other is not plugged into an amp, but we have it plugged directly into a mixer that doesn't have the greatest of grounds. So what I'm trying to do is produce the worst quality sound right now that I can get, and then we'll compare it to, well, the best quality sound that we can get. Now, this can be used in a few different ways. This can be used to go directly to the amp, or we can plug a cable simply into the bass and run it to the amp and use the amp to go right to the interface or right into the mixer. I just tried all that. It does work. So I'm going to share that with you. But right now, what I want to do is the bad quality. See how bad we can make it. And keep in mind, well, I'll get back to you with you on that. We'll discuss that in a second. But what I want to do is I want to put this into the mixer, and I'm going to walk about 100 feet away and see if we lose any sound or it breaks up any. So bear with me. Let's start this little playback here. And I got my speakers going on. I'm going to walk actually downstairs into the other side of the house and, well, almost outside. So let's see what we can do here. And hopefully I can still hear this to play a little bit with it. So it's not going to be the greatest playing in the world because I'm just going to struggle to hear. So, but... So let's try this a little bit right now first. And I'm going to use the headphones because the other speakers are downstairs. So right away I noticed that it's very, it picks up pretty much everything. Nice and light. Very light playing. So this is running directly into a mixer with everything set flat. So you're not hearing any effects or anything like that. That is not the purpose of this. So... Very cool. Okay, we're going to walk 100 feet away and see what we can do here. I will be back shortly. wasn't able to hear that very well. So we'll know. I'll have to listen to the playback to see if it broke up any. Okay, so just a little test. Now, let's stop this right here, and let's test it super clean into the audio interface and see what we got. Stay right there. Okay, now we're running directly into the audio interface. Let's see how this rolls in 3, 2, and 1, and... So obviously a very, very big difference in the way this works. Very cool. And I think we were good for our distance. You guys let me know what you think. A very cool transmitter and receiver. It seems to cover all the bases as far as tones. I'm digging it, guys. Cool. So not really a bass demonstration or anything like that, but it's just demonstration of the transmitters. It works on every single device, and it works well. Thanks for watching Fulton Street Beats, guys. And if you could, hit that like button, share, and subscribe. And I look forward to seeing you again.